Hello my fellow book lovers and welcome back to my channel. I have not done a sit down video like this in so long and I honestly feel kind of weird. I'm like, what do I do? How do I sit here and do this? So today we're going to be talking about none other than my Kindle, alright? So buckle yourselves on in. I can yap on and on about this thing. I have had my Kindle for over a year now, and let me tell you, I wanted to do a little year in the life of having a Kindle and giving you a really more in-depth, accurate review of my year with it. Because I know I literally talk about it all the time. I use it in basically every single video that I film. I just feel like I think a year wrap-up of my Kindle is justified. I literally tell everyone and their mom to get a Kindle or some type of e-reader device. I mean, I can only say for Kindle because I physically have a Kindle, so that's the only thing I can genuinely recommend. Even though I know there are other e-readers out there that are just as good and great quality, I obviously can only speak for having a Kindle since I have a Kindle. But I do have a Kindle Paperwhite in the agave green, and this generation, I don't know if they even make anymore with this agave green color. I know they have some new updated versions as well as the Kindle Color Soft, which I have heard very mixed things about, which again, I can't say anything about it because I physically do not have a Kindle Color Soft. I am just solely going to be talking about my Kindle Paperwhite that I have. Also, side note, the lighting today is going in and out and it's fluctuating, so I'm very sorry about that. So please forgive me and bear with me when it comes to the lighting today, okay? Let's dive into my Kindle. She is, like I said, the agave green 16th generation Kindle, I'm pretty sure, or 14th. I think it's 14th. I'm getting confused with the gigabytes. I have a 16 gigabyte Kindle, and I also have Kindle Unlimited with it, which honestly is an amazing investment. If you do not have Kindle Unlimited, again, you need to get it. And I know you can get Kindle Unlimited with any type of e-reader device you have. You just have to put the app on it. But we're not here to talk about Kindle Unlimited. Granted, will I talk about it more in this video? Probably. Yeah, because I never shut up about it. Buckle yourselves on in because here we go. A year in the life. Let's first start out with how this Kindle quickly changed my life and my reading game. I was a crazy book girl before, and then I got my Kindle, and then I became a crazy Kindle girly. I feel like they just correlated, you know what I mean? I read so many more books within a year while being able to read them on my Kindle. I discovered so many new authors and so many indie published books. And I know it's weird with Kindle Unlimited where I think they get paid per page you read. I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, that's not what this is about. I discovered so many indie published books that I never would have discovered if I didn't have a Kindle myself. The setup was super easy. I use it every day. It's not a complicated device to even master and hone or figure out. Literally, you could do the bare minimum and you could figure out how to work this thing. Let's go into when I first got my Kindle. I have a video up on my channel over here of me setting up my Kindle for the very first time. The setup is so extremely easy, so you can go ahead and watch me set it up in this video. Literally, it took me not even 30 minutes. And the only reason it took me so long was because I had to charge it and connect to the Wi-Fi and everything like that. Otherwise, it really doesn't take that long. The setup is so easy, especially I think if you have the Kindle app on your phone, you can connect the Kindle app from your phone onto your Kindle and it helps set it up for you. So it's such an easy process. Literally anyone can do it and it can be done in a very short amount of time. And genuinely, that's not even the easiest part. The Kindle is so easy to use. Navigating it and figuring out all the settings is so easy. You literally just have to play with it for 5 minutes. You literally have to play with it for 5 minutes and you can figure out so easily. I can switch between my home page and my library so quickly, and I could just search on the Kindle store of what I want. You can look at your book lists easily. You can look at your Goodreads. Navigating your Kindle itself is super easy. Getting to your settings, looking up new books. I personally though prefer to look up the books on my Kindle app on my phone rather than looking up on the Kindle library, just because I like looking at them in color and it kind of just I don't know, it gives me some type of endorphins looking at them on my phone rather than looking on here, because on here obviously it's not a Kindle Color Soft, so it doesn't have the color to it, and I don't know, something about the colors of the covers of the books just entices me in a different way than just looking at the covers in general. And plus, I basically use my Kindle every single day. I will go on it, I'll read a book. Granted I don't read books on it every single day, but I do read on it almost every single week. At least 3 times a week I will start reading a book that is on my Kindle app. So it has held up amazingly within the first year of me having it, as well as the benefits that come with just having the Kindle. I feel outweigh like just not having one and just reading like from your phone. Like first of all, like having this and like the screen and like just like having the screen, like having it like this much bigger, you can adjust the text size, you can adjust the brightness of it, you can select which mode you want it to be in, you can select like the white mode or the dark mode, the day mode, I don't know exactly what it's called, but like the lighting. So I personally prefer to have like a black screen with white letters because it's easier on my eyes rather than it just being so bright in my face all of the time. Settings are so easily adjustable that you can make them to like whatever you need, especially for like however you are as a reader. Also, the battery life on this thing, I can go weeks without charging this thing. And like I said, I use it every day. Now granted, like since I use it every day for the past like year basically, there has been, you know, I think I have to charge it a little bit more than the average person. But with that being said, I still can go so long without charging this. I can go weeks. Like I am going to Europe at the end of March. I'm gonna just charge it before I go, and I genuinely don't think I'm gonna need to bring my charger. I may bring it for just in case, but I don't think I'm gonna be reading that much, like just on the plane. I will read it before I go. I will charge it before I go, and I do not think that I will need to bring the charger. Like that's insane, like how much I know that the battery life on this thing is so long. And like I said, some of the other benefits of having a Kindle is like you just get access to so many more books and new authors. I think that's like definitely my favorite part of having the Kindle itself. Definitely my favorite part of like having the Kindle though is like having the unlimited access to so many new authors and like books that come out on Kindle Unlimited. There are books that have been around for so long that I literally have just like never pulled the trigger to buy, but then sometimes they come up on Kindle Unlimited and I literally have access to them through Kindle Unlimited and I get just to read them. And like there are books I've been like putting off buying because I'm like, oh well, I don't need any more books. Like, you know, I have my Kindle, I could just read what's on Kindle Unlimited and stuff like that. And there are so many books out there that I've discovered through Kindle Unlimited that I'm like, wow, these are literally my favorite books ever. And like I end up getting the physical copies of them because I love them so freaking much. You know, like I discover so many new authors, so many new indie books. And it's just like, I don't know, that to me is just the best part. And it's just such a grand old time because I get to expand my reading horizons. And especially if I also have like a book that's on my TBR that's super intimidating to me, I can just get it on my Kindle if they have it on Kindle, right? Like there are so many books that I have physically that are on Kindle Unlimited. And that if they intimidate me size-wise, reading them on my Kindle is just not as intimidating. And I feel like I can get through it faster. That's the other perk. I feel like I read a lot faster on my Kindle than I do just reading a physical book. I don't know what it is about it. I think maybe because like the screen is a little bit smaller and I can make the words either bigger or smaller and I can like just like tap and just like go just as fast and I can see how much time is left in the chapter and stuff like that, which I absolutely love. So I feel like it like helps me like speed up my reading process because I literally can just like and I just like click and I just keep going. You know what I mean? Like it just like helps me read so much faster and I absolutely love that. Another new thing that I don't know if they've always had this or if this is like a new feature within like having Kindle Unlimited. Obviously, you can get audiobooks now on Kindle Unlimited, but you can also get them through your Kindle. Like I've seen them on here and I don't listen to them on here because I don't even know how that would work, but you can get audiobooks now. You have access to so many audiobooks you would have never, it's like a giant free library. Who doesn't love that? And like I said, I'm going to Europe at the end of the month. So like my Kindle is so easily portable. Like I'm not going to take 5 different books with me. Do I want to? Absolutely. But I don't have to because I have my Kindle. Like how easily portable it is and how light it is. It's super durable and super sturdy. And it's held up, like I said, for the past year. Like I have dropped this thing more times than I'd like to admit. Okay? More times than I'd like to admit. And she's still kicking. She's still kicking. She's doing great. She's holding up. No cracks. The only cracks that have actually been in the like screen protector that I have on it. So I'm super thankful that I have that because if I didn't, like I probably would have gotten a few cracks on her. As well as the case. The case has literally, it's such a flimsy, like cheap, clear case. It's like I said, the Kindle itself is so durable that this case is enough where like it's not like denting it or breaking it in any way, shape, or form. And it's keeping it protected, which honestly helps me out. And like I said, another benefit of the Kindles is the fact that it's so affordable for what you're getting. I think mine, I did get it as a gift, but I got it for Christmas one year and literally the best thing I've ever gotten. My mom's gotten her money's worth. Let me tell you, my mom bought me this for Christmas. It's gotten its money's worth because I use it literally almost every single day. And I take it everywhere I go. I literally, like if I'm just like going to an appointment or something like that, like if I'm going to the doctor's office, I for sure bring it. You think I'm not going to bring my Kindle? Even if I'm not reading a book on my Kindle at that time, I'm like, oh, what kind of book can I read on my Kindle when I go to the doctor's office? I bring it with me everywhere. Oh my god, she's so portable. She's so durable. She's amazing to take with me. And like I said, the battery life, amazing. So I don't even have to worry about her because she's gonna be charged. Getting back to the affordability of it, I think mine was about $150. I use it every day. It's super durable. It has a long battery life. So I feel like for $150, like you can't be mad. It literally holds up for the amount that it costs, especially within like today's day and age. Like $150 for an e-reader or like a product like this, I feel like is very inexpensive for like everything that you're getting with it. So I find it to be justifiable. Say this one broke and I had to buy another Kindle, I would absolutely buy another one tomorrow. Like I wouldn't even hesitate to drop the $150 on the Kindle because I'm like, no, I know I use it and it's gonna get its money's worth. So why wouldn't I purchase another one? Now, more specifically, how it's changed my reading game. Because I feel like I wasn't really vague. Okay, I'm literally all over the place. I'm talking about it nonstop. I literally won't ever shut up about my Kindle. Anytime anything just comes to my brain, I have to say it about my Kindle, right? But more specifically, how it's changed my reading game is because, for one, again, like I said, read so much faster on it. Like I read so extremely fast on it and I can read for longer, you know, like my hand doesn't really get tired. I have like accessories for the Kindle where like I can just like prop them up on it and I have like little clicker and stuff like that like helps me read for a little bit longer. I've read so many more books. Like if I didn't have this Kindle, granted, like I'm a really big mood reader. So like if there's something I am not, like if I don't have anything I'm in the mood for that's on my physical TBR, I can just go to my Kindle and look for something that like, I'm like, oh yes, I want to read that right now. I read so many more books, especially with the fact that like I can't be spending money on books just willy-nilly all the time. So having it, like I read so much more. Like I would have never have hit my goal last year of reading over 100 books, or actually my goal was like 80 books, I think, when I read over 100. The reason I read over 100 was because I had a Kindle. Like I have read so many more books with this thing, and which is something I would have never been able to do if I didn't have it. Like it just gives me so much more access to books for me to read and like expand like my horizons, or like not feel left out of the loop when like people are talking about books that are on Kindle or books that like I don't physically have but I know they're on Kindle Unlimited that I can just go read. So yeah, like it gives me the opportunity to read so many more books and just like talk about more books, because obviously like I do this on YouTube because I love to, and I love talking about books, because who else is gonna listen to me yap about books for 7 hours? No one, other than you, because you're here for this video. So yeah, it's given me so much more access to so many more books, which I'm so extremely grateful for, because like I said, with more books, I've discovered more authors that I never would have discovered beforehand. So like just as an example for like an author that I discovered last year that I literally like, I can never stop like giggling and kicking my feet at these books, because well, first of all, they're so fast paced, they're short books, they're all on Kindle Unlimited, and this author is an indie author, and she just like comes, like she publishes them and like they're all in a series, so it's like all like interconnected standalones, and I absolutely love it. And I never would have discovered her if I didn't have Kindle or Kindle Unlimited. So it gives me so much more access to new authors, especially authors too that have been around for a long time, that I never would have read their books because I never would have just like picked them up if I didn't have them, right? So I also have another series on my channel that I do that's like 7 Kindle books in 7 days. I have a few of them, I think maybe 2 on my channel, maybe 3, I don't know, 2 or 3 of them on my channel already that you can go ahead and watch if you want to. But it's more of like I read books in those videos that are all on Kindle Unlimited that are books that I never would have read like outside of having a Kindle. New authors, like kind of getting me out of my comfort zone. So more recently, granted, depending on when you are watching this video, it could be a year from when I've posted, or it could be exactly after I've posted it. Right now, the Before I Let Go series by Kennedy Ryan just got put onto Kindle Unlimited. And that is a book series that I've been wanting to read for so long, but I just haven't been able to pull the trigger on buying them because I won't allow myself to buy any more books, but they're on Kindle Unlimited. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm so excited because I can finally, hopefully get to them in time, read them before they get off. And I'm just like, oh, thank goodness, because I don't think I would have pulled the trigger, because I've heard sad things about the book. Sad books always are the ones that I can never pull the trigger on. So like, I'm glad that it's here and it's fully accessible for me to do. And another way that it, has changed my reading game, it benefits me. I can read my Kindle with the lights off. I can literally get in bed, start reading, and if my husband comes to bed, I can still continue reading with having the lights off, and he can just go to bed and not have to worry about disturbing him or bothering him in any way, shape, or form, because literally I can read this with the lights off. Literally, I can read so much longer. I can go into the night and read for 6 hours if I wanted to and not bother a single person. Like, I don't have to keep the lights on. I don't have to like keep myself awake if I, with the lights on while reading a physical book. I can literally just sit in bed and read it. And if I start falling asleep, you know what I can do? I can just go boop. sleep, and the lights are already off and I don't have to get up. Literally fantastic. It's literally a win-win situation. And I know that's like so minuscule, but like I know that's like a big thing in general, like, but it's just like helped me read so much more and so much longer because, you know, like I'm currently reading a physical book right now and it is on Kindle Unlimited, that book that I'm reading, but I want to read it on my physical book because I want to like annotate and stuff like that. But I can't read as long because I have to like keep the lights on, and then like Michael will come to bed and I have to like stop reading because he wants to go to bed, and just to be respectful because I've been reading for so long, but I don't get as far into the book because I don't know, like reading a physical book just like takes longer, and I could just read so much more and so much longer on my Kindle. So since I've been yapping for so long and this video is already all over the place, let me try and wrap this up for you, okay? Like I said, I could yap for hours and hours and hours about this, okay? So with everything that I've said, is a Kindle worth it? I don't know, you tell me. I think it's worth it 100%. Like 100% I think a Kindle is worth it. Like if you're going to spend your money on an e-reader and you're kind of looking like price-wise and stuff, I know there's some other ones that are a little bit more expensive, but genuinely I think that for the overall price and what you're getting for a physical Kindle is worth it. If you solely like budget-wise think it's going to be more budget-friendly for you to have a Kindle rather than going out and buying so many physical books, then 100% get a Kindle just because it's so affordable and it lasts for so long and they're so durable. Like I said, I use it every single day. The reaction time is still impeccable. Like it has not slowed down really that much for me. Like I said, I use it every day, so it definitely gets more wear and tear than I feel like maybe like an average Kindle does, because I know like when Kindles kind of first came out, it was people who like, you know, would read often, but not like I feel like as much as people read now, or at least as much as I read, because I read every single day. I literally read every single day. I feel like for how much I use it, how long I've had it, the reaction time, the price, budgeting wise, how much it saves me money, it's 100% worth getting, at least looking into, and like kind of discovering for yourself if you think this is worth it or not. I've read, I think at this point I've read over 100 books on my Kindle, and I can't recommend it enough. I cannot recommend it enough. I think that it is so worth it, and that if you are going to invest your money in something, it'd be a Kindle. That's a year in the life wrap up of me having a Kindle. I don't know how helpful this video was. I hope it was. I can just yap on and on and on about it for a very long time and never get to my point. Like I said, I do 100% recommend a Kindle. I do think that they're worth it, and if maybe this was like you trying to just find out if you wanted one with everything that I said, and mine is just like the very basics of the understanding going into a Kindle. Like I'm not a device reviewer person. I am solely a reader who literally uses their Kindle every single day, or almost every single day, whether I find it useful, helpful, worth it or not. I mean, my opinion may mean nothing to you, and that's fine. Personally, as someone who's used it for over a year and uses it every single day, I do think that they're worth it, and that they're worth the money and the cost, and they hold up. And right now I'm talking in circles, like I'm making no sense. But anyways, that is it. That is a year in the life review of my Kindle, all the benefits, how it's helped me become a better reader. That's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I am not a device reviewer, so if you want a more in-depth device review dive of a Kindle, definitely go to someone who does that. Like I said, I am just the bare basics of a reader who is just giving you their year in the life review of how they use it, what it's done for them, and what they plan to do in the future, which is keep using it. So yeah, with all that being said, thank you guys again so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. If it wasn't, I'm sorry. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social medias, as well as subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.